Okay, so we've already seen the first 6 different concepts, and I'm sure every single one of us, we've got our own opinions and own views on every single one of those. Some of us felt that it's probably a strong concept. Others may differ. So we're about to see the next 6 up for the second session of pitching. I would like to now invite back onto the stage our 4 judges. Amy's going to join us. She'll be with us just in a moment. She's doing an interview right now. So if I could invite back to the stage Faisal, Mike. Is Mike, Justin, here he comes, and Justin. Justin, where are you, Justin? Justin is not here. He's here, right, okay. All right, Justin's in the toilet. Amy's having an interview. Okay, just to remind you, if you are on Twitter, please, again, hashtag shift split, hashtag shift split, and share around what you see, pass on photographs. It's kind of conferences like this that ideas like this that get shared around. So you're in Split. Can I ask you, how many of you, if you could just put your hand up, if you are from Dalmatia, please put your hand up. Opa. That's a lot. Okay, if you are from another part of Croatia, put your hand up. That high hand. If you're not from Croatia, please put your hand up. I actually live in Croatia. I live in a town in the north, Varaždin. Is anybody from Varaždin? Okay, hi. We're probably neighbours. Okay, so is Amy here? Is Justin here? Justin. Oh, he's here. How did you get there? How did you get there? Just nipped in. Sneaked in. That's sneaky. And Amy. Okay, what we'll do, we'll start. And you're instead of Amy. Okay. No one will know. Sit down. Great. You look great. Okay, I think we're ready. So, we are now on to pitch number 7. Pitch number 7 is called Cognac. Cognac from Japan. Put your hands together for Cognac.
Hi everyone, hi Jory. My name is Una and I'm delighted to be here today in Split to present our prosperous company and product from Japan. Japan is a country where not many people speak English or speak a second language, and that's why when our co-founders Naoki Yamada and Toru Hashimoto returned from their studies abroad, they identified the need to create a product that would help their colleagues within a big corporation they used to work for help conduct business emails. Namely, they spend too much time helping their colleagues read and write emails, and that's why they created a web platform that helps translating files from English to Japanese and vice versa. Later, we realized that there is a big demand for such service all over the world and also for other languages, and that's why I joined the team in Tokyo 2 years ago and relocated to San Francisco last year to find new opportunities and present our company abroad in Silicon Valley. Many international businesses need help with translation, and sometimes machine translation cannot work because the quality is not good. It's fast, it's cheap, but it just doesn't do the job. On the other hand, the agency translation is too slow and very often too expensive for small and medium businesses, and this is where Cognac comes in place. It's a human crowdsourced translation service. We hire bilingual people to do jobs as a side job, not as a full-time job, and help companies reach other markets. It's a very simple platform where users can copy and paste or upload files for localization translations. And we also offer our API. And right now we have over 20,000 translators, over 9,000 requesters, and we accommodate 66 languages at this point. We aim to be the cheapest translation on the market and definitely the best, fastest, and cheapest solution for small and medium businesses. We expanded our services to other areas and genres as well. And right now, we don't only translate business emails, but we also have apps, we localize websites, we work on games, presentations, and we also translated a movie subtitle. We try to keep our translators engaged and increase the active rate of them, so that's why we are doing activities for them as well. And we recently launched another translation app, which is Reshare, which reshares world news in different languages. And this way we keep our translators on our platform active with some amusing tasks that they like to do. Our team is based in Tokyo, as I said, and please try us out and let us know whether we are the right solution for you. Thank you.
How do you guys recruit translators?
So we just recently started doing a marketing campaign, which was mainly through generating Facebook ads and getting translators from there. Our primary focus was focusing on groups that like certain apps or websites that we wanted to get translated. So that's why in the past we created some translation competitions. For example, we had a campaign with Tokyo Otaku Games, where we recruited translators who were actually gamers. And we also sourced them at universities. We had many events at universities.
How many translations are people doing on the platform right now?
So I don't have, I cannot tell you for last month, but in April we had 5,000 requests.
And that's for like a, how much do you charge for that, those 5,000?
So we have few different types of translation right now, because we also have translators that are on different levels. So we actually accept any translator who wants to work for us, and then they work their way up and they get better and better and more challenging translations. So the price starts with 1.5 cents per character. I'm talking about English and European languages here. We have a point system, so 1 point is 1 character in English, which equals to 4 points for a character in Chinese or Korean or Japanese. So this is the start, and then they can add more features. One of them is also double check, which is proofreading by another translator, and also it depends on the files that they're doing and the quality that they require.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Konya. Moving swiftly on to pitch number 8. Pitch number 8, Dream Ups. Dream Ups from the Netherlands. Put your hands together for Dream Ups.
Hey. Hello, and let's do a bit of dreaming in respect for the name. Let's imagine that you can build your own smartphone or Tesla car or Google Glass or personal satellite. But this is not an area of dreaming. This is the reality coming in the next years, and we want to have a big contribution in this. Now, because of great people like Amy and Mike, we all know that hardware is becoming sexy and interesting and fast and attractive for investment. But the mainstream is not really covering what is happening below the surface in the open hardware community, in the Fab Labs, in the maker spaces, and all the open standards that are built over there. Even if big names build their businesses on top of open platforms, like Chris Anderson. The problem with the maker movement and all the modular open technologies is that the tools and the knowledge over there is super fragmented. You have a really hard time to find the right designs and blueprints, and even if you do, you cannot really switch into a workspace and get the product to the manufacturing phase. And this results in a lot of time and money lost for the new innovative products. The solution for this sounds really easy, but there's a lot of work into engineering, and this is it. A Git for hardware engineering and product designers. How it really works is quite simple. First is a documentation tool that allows engineers to make it modular and explain very simple what they are actually doing. But next, every single piece of it is open to be branched, commit, and made to a new version. A bit more of the technology I can explain in Q&A. Or just fork the entire project and do your own magic. The business model is super simple. You license it as an open knowledge, it's free. You have it as a private project, is paid. The market is quite young and is fast growing, and there'll be many more brands in a couple of months. But we believe the right technology and team will make it work. So far, we already are active in hackerspaces. When we got first paying customers, we launched pilot projects, including MIT, and we signed a deal with a space engineering company. We are launching the main product in autumn this year, and we went through an accelerator and are closing the angel and seed round. This is all possible because of a great team and a great advisory team, both in Europe and in the Valley. To anticipate the question from Amy, our vision is to turn the word imagine into effect and provide this technology to everyone who wants to build technologies and serve the humanity. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm actually a big investor in the Internet of Things space, and we're just about to launch an Internet of Things accelerator in Korea. So am I going to be a customer of yours, or is that, where are you going to, because are you an accelerator? Are you going to go down the accelerator model, or where are you going to go with the revenue?
Yeah, got a question, and congrats for being active in this scene. It's quite interesting. We have, if you saw on the business model, we have the revenue stream on the hardware portfolio, and we look for this, but in the next 1 to 2 years, not at the beginning. At the beginning, you are a customer if you really are into building things, but the platform is open, so you can just use it to learn how things are done and to just interact with other people, not necessarily to build your own machine or CubeSat. So you decide.
When you say you're an accelerator, what are you offering? Is it just free for the startups right now? I mean, are you planning to go and ask for equity from them, or what's your?
No, this is quite secondary. The hardware portfolio is just because we have data on what the projects, because we also have something like graphs, like GitHub graphs. So we see what is happening in the project, and this is also available for the community. We can put early alerts and see the technology that really get up and connect the team and say, hey, we actually want to be part of this. And it can be revenue or it can be equity, but it's really secondary. It's quite big, and especially our US guys advise us to play more in this, but it's coming a bit later.
Yeah, I can imagine they do. Okay.
Yeah, any other questions? No?
Well,
so clear, or it's so unclear?
I think, well, I'm just going to quickly, I mean, I am very into this space. And I just have, a couple of other questions. So, yeah. When you've got the
Skype, and Skype doesn't mean anything initially. So we were specifically looking for a word that doesn't mean anything initially, that can become a verb. Let's sleep.
And so is your plan, as far as a competitive set, is your plan to take on Skype? Is that your strategy?
Nope. I think Skype has been successful and has been always focusing on the consumer market. Also, although Skype saw a heavy engagement on the business side, you yourself just said that you are using Skype for work, and we do still for video calls. But Skype focus was always on consumer side of things, while we are focusing on to work-related conversations. We don't want to go to text messaging space of consumer market like WhatsApp or Facebook and others.
So is this a web app, or is this an iPhone, Android app?
All. Yeah, we started as a browser app and iPhone app. Now we have Android, Mac, and Windows native apps as well.
Thanks, that's all.
Just a quick one. I mean, there's a lot of competition in this space. I mean, there's like a new one every week. How do you stay ahead of them?
I think you have to take a different angle. I think the only way to leapfrog in a specific market, which is very crowded, is that you're taking different approach. So what I tried to explain in my presentation as well is that the classical approach all the tools are taking is that you first define your team with whom you want to use this product, and then you can use it within your team. We saw that at Skype, and we founded Fleep from the perspective that this is tool for you and for your conversations with whomever you need to have conversation with, whether this is media, investors, your girlfriend, or your team. Of course, most of the work you do within your team, but I think it's super powerful to work across organizational borders as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fleep. Okay, number 10. We're on number 10. This is a concept called ICU. ICU from Croatia.
Well, hi, I'm Ana. My dear friend Ivan and I developed a new way of testing your eyesight. Well, we actually made a tablet app because it's always fun to use a tablet and because it's more adjustable to our clients. Our clients would be optical centers, actually pharmacies, basically any shop that sells glasses, lenses, and vision aid. Why would our clients buy our product? Well, think about situation that you need to test your vision and you're walking down the street, you see a shop window that has just papers on which is written, you can test your vision here or you can buy glasses here. But then you see a shop window that says you can test your vision for free on a tablet app in a fun way in our clinic, so you decide which way you want to go. How our app actually looks, it has 3 tests. First test shows you a letter of particular size, and in the next step you choose a letter you think you saw. Then in next step the letter gets smaller. Second test is meant for people who cannot read and little kids. You have a hole in letter C, and in the next step you choose an orientation of that letter. The third test is meant for determining if you're colorblind. It looks like this, and excuse me, it's called the Ishihara's test, and I don't know why this slide is here, but okay. So this is the page with results. You don't just get information if you're a daltonist, you get information on which color you are blind. We would suggest our clients to expand this new way of marketing, attracting new customers, by installing our app in shopping centers, I don't know, everywhere where people wait in line, so they can use their potentially wasted time to doing something useful, like testing their vision on our app. We are going to do that by feature Find Your Doctor. It actually has pinpoints of shops of the clients that bought our app that are nearest to our customer. And when you click on a pinpoint, you get basic info like address, phone number, working hours, etc. So if you want to test your vision on a fun way, use ICU. If you want to find the shop, use ICU. And finally, if you cannot see me right now, well, ICU. Thank you.
Nice job. So, does using your app replace the need to get a prescription?
No.
So it's like purely a marketing tool for the optical centers?
Yes, it's an orientation test. You cannot determine dioptria, so you need to go to the doctor to determine that. And yeah, basically that's an answer, I think.
So is it live? Have you sold it to any optical centers?
No, we wanted to gather data from our users first, and we are still working with our professors from, we study physics, so people who are specialized in field of optical physics are helping us. We want to validate our app, we want to get data feedback from our user, and then go to a client. I don't know if that's a good strategy or not.
Yeah, you should talk to optical centers and make sure that it's something that they want as a marketing tool.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Nice presentation. How much do you think an optical shop will pay for this?
Well, around 500, 600 bucks, because they are buying tablet with an app, so we need to include all that. We would offer them design of their own. We would offer maybe, I don't know, current offer for glasses, lenses.
So white label it to
White
customize
label, yeah.
it for them. So is that $500-600 one time, or is there a subscription part of that?
No, one time, but if they want to buy more products, the price gets lower.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So you guys are physicists, and where did this come from? Your thesis, or?
Well, our third teammate was lazy. He didn't want to go to optical center to test his vision. And we used this idea on, how should I say that? On Software Startup Academy, where we applied this project first. And I gotta say, we got to the final. So our friend helped us with an idea.
So how, the technology behind it, how hard is it to copy?
I'm sorry, we study physics and computer science, so we are software developers
Yeah,
also.
sure. So, but the technology behind it, is it easy for someone to copy this? And once you launch this? I mean, do you have algorithms behind it that you...
Yeah, of course. We looked for help with our professors, of course, but it's not such a hard algorithm as you might think, actually.
Okay. I mean, my gut feel for this is that I quite like it, but I mean, I actually think I would go for the consumer. Like, I mean, literally, I'm quite sure that lots of people, if this works, and you just throw an app out to people and they test it themselves, in some ways could be really cool. Or just like some sort, I mean, because it just feels like, you kind of narrow on the optometry thing, but it feels like you could go much broader than where you're going from a base.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, great,
Thank
thanks.
you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see you. On to pitch number 11. Pitch number 11 is Instabank. Instabank, and they are from the Czech Republic.
Hello everybody, my name is Valentin and I'm going to show you Instabank. Instabank is a full-fledged retail bank which is built mobile first and is designed to provide you instant and social banking. So why did we start Instabank? For about 4 years we were developing mobile banking solutions for retail banks like UniCredit, Home Credit and so on. And what we learned during those 4 years is that banks usually have two main problems. One is that user acquisition costs are very high. And second is that they provide quite poor user experience. So we built Instabank, or as we call it, Facebook for money. So I guess most of you, if not everybody, has a Facebook account. We take our time to personalize our profile. We add in friends. We sharing and reading some news. Imagine that the banking experience, your financial experience, doesn't have to be very different. So your bank statement doesn't have to be boring and cryptic. A transaction with friends should be easy, which, as we learned, leads to micro-lending. Well, what are the friends for? One of our main goals is actually to help people enjoy spending their money. We see every purchase as a story, and we help people tell those stories, even if only to themselves, with comments, images, geodata. But we also believe in smart banking. We believe that banks should provide you simple answers, smart recommendation, auto-suggest queries, and the bank should literally understand you. Our monetization strategy is quite simple. We make money just like any other bank does. We take in annual fees. We take in some income from deposit. There are commissions on current transactions and some loans. So why are we here? We launched Instabank in Russia, and we currently getting traction there. And what we are currently in the process of international expansion. We're basically looking for a bank partner who really understands the threats from disrupting financial startups that are taking share of the marketplace, which was traditionally owned by banks. And we want to help such banks to provide it with technology, basically, to fight back. And I have one more slide here, which explains that we have a very professional and very experienced team. Thank you very much.
So how many people in Russia use it right now?
So we launched really recently, few months ago, and we just now kind of made it a complete solution, and we have about 3,000 customers.
What percentage of those 3,000 are active users? Maybe daily, weekly, what's the measurement?
I'm afraid I don't have the numbers, but we do see quite a lot of usage, people actually sending money from one to another, and so on.
Is there an average amount that they're sending?
So the way we see it, our projection slash actual data is that the typical user has about $1,000 money on it on a bank account and spends about $600 per month.
And this is for anything, food, send to a friend?
Yes, yes.
I just want to add, sorry, I want to add that it'd be good to know what that percentage of the 3,000, that'd be really helpful.
Sure, and we probably can get the numbers for you.
How did you find those customers?
So currently, one of the things that I didn't mention is that we did zero marketing. So we had some publication in the Next Web and a lot of Russian press, but we did literally no marketing at all. So those are people who found us. We didn't find them.
Well, how did they find you?
Website, Facebook, and publications, PR.
What do they like? Do you have like a pretty broad feature set? Like, what's the thing that people like actually use the most?
So, social features. So currently we have a real problem. For example, if we go and have a dinner and you pay for it, for example, there is no simple way for me to pay you back. And we basically solve this problem. So this is part of our marketing of kind of viral strategy. So I can just send you money. If you don't have Instabank, you can download the app, connect it to Facebook, and get the money back instantly.
How do you take deposits?
So you can fill your Instabank account for free, transfer money from card or using ATM, and so on. That's how it works in Russia currently.
And then you mail me like an ATM card when I sign up or something?
So there is a courier. You get in a free courier who's bringing you the card, validating your passport, and signing all the documents.
Cool. What else?
John?
What kind of security features do you have on this?
We have something that we actually came up with. It's quite an innovative solution. We use it we call it social warrant. So basically when you're signing up, you're selecting a Facebook friend who will help you if you, for example, forget your PIN. So he will be provided with some data that he has to send you back, and then you can restore your PIN code and so on. That's one of them. But there is a whole set of basic,
That's pretty clever. That's really clever.
That's very unique, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I've seen a few, but that's new. That's good. Did you apply for Barclays Techstars?
Sorry, did we apply
Did you apply for the Barclays Techstars program at all? The fintech
I don't
program?
think so.
Ah, okay, good. All right. Well, I was just wondering why you weren't in it, because it's really good. So, and what about just scaling out of Russia? How easy is it for you to do that in terms of any regulations or anything?
So we don't know yet. We just started this process of looking for bank partner. So in Russia, we won the startup of the year 2013, and we won a competition organized by Silicon Valley Bank and Sberbank, and they actually flew us to Silicon Valley to talk to some banks and so on. So we are currently negotiating with 3 potential partners in US, in Kazakhstan, and in Uzbekistan. We'll see how it goes.
Great. Thanks, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Instabank. We are now on number 12. This is the last pitch of the whole 2 sessions. In fact, number 12. That is called Movim, and they are from Italy.
So, hi everybody, my name is Elio, founder and marketing officer at Movim. Movim idea born more than 2 years ago when we came across this study that said that 86% of smartphone owners use their device while watching TV. So Have you ever wanted to buy a product while watching a movie? I guess so. The real problem today is that there's no direct link from movies to e-commerce websites. But we have the solution. Movie, an app that lets you buy everything you see on TV. So let's have a look to a demo.
What? I mean, do they like the writing? Are they making any comparisons to historical literary figures?
Press Hilton. But the important thing is that they're talking about it. Literary celebrity is fleeting. We have to make the most of it.
Trust me, I have been.
I am not talking.
So everything gets shoppable. So how do we do that? Partnership with movie and TV producers. We are not selling to them interactivity for their movies, but thanks to our solution, they will get additional revenue by selling interactive product placement. Our business model is a user buy a product while watching TV. We get sales commission, and we share the sales commission with producers. Go-to-market strategy is in partnership with producers, and thanks to them, our logo will appear anytime extra content are available during a TV show. We already done 2 success cases with 2 Italian TV channels, and we reached the incredible results that 27% of the audience downloaded the app and used it while the show was on air. We already reached agreement with the most important fashion e-commerce online so that we can offer exclusive discounts to our users. And what we developed, a sound recognition technology, a product placement platform, and mobile app. The sound recognition technology works like this. We insert signals in the file audio, and these signals are inaudible by anyone, but detectable by smartphone. And once the smartphone detects it, our platform will push the right content to the app. And with the right content, we mean the exact scene of the movie users are watching. So we are in fundraising now. We are looking for 300,000 euros to boost sales in European countries, technology improvement, and marketing advertisement for user acquisition. We already won a Gaetano Marzotto Prize. We were in Silicon Valley for 3 months. We were the best consumer app at Osmo Mobile App Award, and we won the Pioneer Festival Community Award. So remember, with movie, everything gets shoppable. Thank you.
Where do you get the product data from?
I'm sorry?
Where do you get the product data from?
The product data?
Like, how do you know what products are in what movies?
Producers have a list of product placement products of every movie, so they can.
But you have to talk to them to get it. It's not like
we have to reach partnership with them, and they are not paying for it. We are just make revenue sharing with them.
I saw a company doing something very similar. I mean, you have to. In every movie. I mean, now there are inserts, aren't there? There's product information inserts that nobody sees, but nobody's really using, and that's what you're using, right?
The products?
So just go back again. Where are you getting the information from again?
I said from producers. So producers have a list of all the products that are placed in a movie. So they provide our. Okay, we already done a success case in Italy. They gave us the list, and we made interactivity.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And so Shazam. I mean, Shazam's already, in this space. Shazam just has to do a deal with the producers and get the same information.
Shazam is doing interactive spots. We are making interactive product placement. The technology of Shazam is much different. They compare a bit of audio with a large database, and it's not possible to do with all a movie to recognize the exact scene. But with our technology, we can recognize the exact scene of the user when he's watching it.
Is that technology proprietary, the recognition?
Yeah, we developed in Italy.
Interesting.
What would keep a producer from just not using your platform and putting a QR code in the movie or the film? That way, even if it was on mute, and it could be hidden in the background, and anyone take a picture and then see everything available.
Well, QR code spoils content. the user experience we are providing is much different. You are watching something, and with one click you can buy it. You can see similar products. You can see all movies, all the database on our app. So it's like a place where you want to know what's worn on the movies.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, move in. Okay, so we have just seen altogether 12 different pitches, 12 different ideas, and I think you'll agree with me, 12 very different ideas. Some I'm sure you'll quite like, some others perhaps not too much. Just to go through them once again to remind you of what you've just seen over the first two sessions. So pitch number one, Agrevi. Number 2, Assembilo. Number 3, BizMeet. Number 4, Black App. Number 5, BridgeMe. Number 6, Productive. Then we came on to the second session with number 7, Cognac. Number 8, DreamUps. Number 9, Fleep. Number 10, ICU. Number 11, Instabank. And finally, we've just seen number 12, Movim. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you agree with me. Great work and lots of great insights and advice from our 4 jury members, Faisal, Justin, Mike, and Amy.